Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I took a class on microeconomics when I was in college, and I had a very memorable professor because of a little quirk he had. Now, our professor would run experiments in the classroom to demonstrate how markets work, how various market controls work. He would divide the class into buyers and sellers. And our goal was to maximize our own profits because at the end of the semester, he would take all of our balances and use that to draw a winner. Like if you had 20 units of currency, he would give you 20 lottery tickets, and then he would draw a couple tickets, and we would win gift cards. And so at the time, it was very high stakes for all of us. So we all took the experiment really seriously. And so he would conduct the experiments, and he would, at the end of the trading experiment, he would scream, "I'll give you 5 more seconds to trade," and he would count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that always gave me a nice cheer. I was 16 years old at the time, and it added some life to the classroom. And our professor had a really strong, heavy voice. You could hear him from 2 classrooms down. After I had graduated from the school, I had to go back to campus to pick up a transcript. I was applying for graduate school. As soon as I walked into the building, I heard a familiar voice shouting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was 2 years later. It was just like I had taken the class yesterday. He said it in the same way. I am autistic, so I sometimes have an almost perfect recording of a situation, right? I don't know if it's accurate or not. People say that they remember what they were doing when 9/11 happened, when Challenger exploded, and apparently some of those memories are not very accurate. But I like to believe mine are. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So I asked one of my classmates, has he always been doing that? My classmate had taken the class a few years before I did. And before I could even say, you know, what he had said, my classmate said, "Oh yeah, are you talking about that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?" Gave me a nice warm fuzzy feeling. One day, this was years after I had graduated. One day, I was reading a paper about the economic crash of 2008, and I noticed that the author had graduated from Carnegie Mellon and presumably had taken a class from Dr. Stephen Klepper. And so I emailed him and explained that I had also taken his class. And I said, "You know something interesting? I know a few classmates who have taken his class in different years, and he always says the same thing." And I asked the author, "Do you remember him doing these economic experiments?" He said, "Oh yeah." And I said, what happened at the end of the trading experiment when you had 5 seconds left to trade?" And the author explained his counting down without even me having to prompt. I asked him, "What year did you take his class?" And this author had graduated from CMU in 1988 and presumably had taken Dr. Stephen Klepper's class in 1986 because it was a second year class. And so I was like, gee, Dr. Klepper has been saying this since 1986. He's still saying it to this day. And years later, I went back to Pittsburgh to visit a friend. And I'm like, gee, I got to stop by to see Dr. Klepper. And to my dismay, Dr. Klepper passed away in 2013. He had been teaching the same economics class for 43 years at that point. And apparently, he was in the middle of a semester when he passed away. So I don't know how that would feel to his students, right? You got a new instructor coming in, "Hey, I'm sorry to tell you your professor passed away over the weekend." I cannot imagine what it would feel like if I had to fill in for one of my colleagues who just passed away this past weekend. I don't think I could introduce myself very well to the shocked students, right? I don't know what he did. But then it dawned on me during the last 5 seconds of his life, did he think about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? I hope he did because it might have given him some peace during his last moments, right? And one day the price of silver had crashed significantly, and I wanted to buy some silver mining stocks, SILJ, and the markets were just about to close. I think it was 4 o'clock, 4:30, whatever at the time. Just before that, I was at a grocery store, not that dissimilar from this one. It's in the United States, obviously, but I was at a grocery store, and the Wi-Fi was weak while I was trying to make that order. And the only thing I could think about was Dr. Klepper telling me that you got 5 seconds to trade. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I was making that trade, and the trade went through, and I breathed a sigh of relief. And then it gave me a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, almost like Dr. Klepper was standing right next to me. This was years after he had passed away, obviously. Another day, I was on the road. I was looking at my maps here in Taiwan, actually, and the phone battery was just about to die, and I really needed to get these maps, and I had to commit that to my memory. I was looking for a train station, and just as the phone was dying, I got the maps. I was scribbling them down on a sheet of paper, and it just felt like Dr. Klepper was there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get your maps, right? And so just nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. One day, you guys know, I hit it big with a girl here in Taiwan. And one day the Wi-Fi was really weak. My battery was also dying. And I was talking to her. And it was just like Dr. Klepper was standing right next to me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? This is the Peter Countdown Show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.